Okay, let's see if we can get this thing working. Oh, hello there. Let's put you back here. Hi. And let's get our slides set up. Let's grab a hold of this, make it a little bit larger. Whoa, come back. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Okay, let's see if that's in a good place for you. Almost. Let's a little closer to you guys. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, maybe make it a little bit larger. All right. Cool. Hey, VR folks. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've enjoyed your extended spring break. More importantly, I hope you are happy and healthy. And so, let's talk about the class a little bit. So, getting back in this swing of things for the first time. Lecture number doesn't even matter at this point. So, as you know, the university has opted to take our classes online and remote in order for us to practice social distancing, to keep us away to help prevent the spread of this nasty virus that's going around, and it's the right and precautious thing to do. I'm actually really glad we're doing it. It's offering us some new challenges, having to think about doing classes in ways that we never have before, especially for this, a virtual reality class, where, we're dealing with like VR headsets and motion trackers and stuff, and how the heck are we going to do this online? That's a valid question. We're going to have to retool our class actually a pretty good bit. So the format of what we're going to be doing is going to be, well, different. We're still working out the details as to exactly how we're going to do it, because frankly, we haven't had a lot of time to prepare for this yet. This is a new situation for all of us, so please, I ask for you to bear with us and be patient. Fortunately, I've been working with you guys for a while now, so I know that you're smart, intelligent, patient people, and I appreciate that very much. So let's advance to our next slide. And there we go. Yeah, we'll make that a little bit smoother of a process next time. Okay. So, probably the thing that's on your mind right now is, what are we going to do about the navigation challenge? Well, the navigation challenge is postponed. For the vast majority of the work you guys would be doing, you're going to need to be in the lab with the VR equipment, and you just don't have access to that. From the technology survey, I think maybe one person in the class had access to a VR display outside of class, so, that doesn't really help out the whole class. Interestingly, I gave the same technology survey to the data science class, about, almost 50 people, and almost a quarter of the class had VR headsets, which is kind of cool. It's kind of neat. But by no means is it necessary, and we can definitely move forward without having access to the displays. So because of this, we are definitely going to have a new format, and we're probably going to do this to be a more software-focused class. So looking more at some of the tools and applications involved in virtual reality. Of course, half of our lectures are, actual lectures where I'm talking about techniques and history and applications and methodologies and those kind of things. And then the other half of our lectures are you guys developing things. So we're still going to have those lectures where I'm talking about something that I hope doesn't bore you too much. But I also want to keep that active building component going as well. So we'll probably look at some different tools and build some environments with them. They might not be head-mounted, but everything we're going to do is going to be able to translate into head-mounted displays. And we may be using Mozilla Hubs. This is actually what I'm using right now to record this. Mozilla Hubs is a neat, as they call it, social VR environment where you can build rooms like this one. I actually didn't build this one, it's pre-made, but I have built some and it's kind of cool. They have a really nice tool for sort of dragging and dropping and making fairly sophisticated environments. So you can do some really cool stuff pretty easily. Now, it doesn't have a lot of the robust features that, say, Unreal or Unity 3D may have, but it's still a nice tool for making things like what we're seeing here. And we're probably going to do an assignment, at least one assignment, utilizing their editor called Spoke. We'll come around to that when we get it. Will lectures continue to be in the format that I'm giving to you right now? I don't know. Maybe. I'm kind of hoping that it works out. The bottom line is if making these sort of lectures where I'm in virtual reality and you guys are watching me are fairly easy to do, yeah, we might continue to do this. I've ran into a few hiccups trying to get this working. Right now, to do this, I'm having to use two machines. So one machine is hosting me in the headset, doing all the mocap and everything, and then the other machine is actually sharing the slides and recording the video. So there's another avatar in the room right now that represents you guys, whose view is being recorded. And that recording is what I'm going to be posting to the web. It's a little bit of a weird workaround, but it seems to work fairly well. Through trial and error, I found out there's some things that I probably shouldn't do on one machine and should do on the other, and vice versa. But I think we might have actually come up with a pretty good way to work this. So as long as it stays pretty easy and straightforward, I might do this whole virtual lecture thing. Kind of fun. Plus, I got a nifty robot body. It's kind of cool. My wife brought her little daughter upstairs. She's about 18 months old or so, and she loves robots so much. And was playing the video. I've recorded another one of these for the data science class, and I was playing it, doing some editing, and she was like, oh, "Daddy, robot!" And she just thought it was the coolest thing. She kept wanting to watch Daddy Robot on the screen. It's kind of cool. So maybe we keep doing this. If not, we'll probably go to your sort of standard slides plus video of a person talking format that you see everywhere. Oh, on that note, the IEEE Virtual Reality Conference is online. It's usually an in-person conference, but it's completely online this year for the same reason that our classes are completely online. But the cool thing is, online registration is now free. So I want you guys to go and register for the conference and attend talks. Virtual talks. Some of them will be like this. Others will be, your typical sharing slides or a little video of the person talking in the corner. So I want you guys to register, go to the program, look through it, and find things that you might want to see. This will be one of the few assignments that isn't going to be development-based, because I'm going to ask you to do a little write-up about the talks that you did attend. And it'll be a neat experience. The IEEE VR conference is one of the best places to actually see this kind of work, and also to get to hear from some really legendary people in the computer graphics and VR communities. It's a great experience, and the fact that you can do it for free now online is just phenomenal. So I strongly encourage you to do that. Matter of fact, I require you to do it because that's what's going to be our class meetings for next week. So instead of meeting virtually like this, I might post a video or something, but our primary meeting is going to be you guys at the conference watching talks and taking notes, and maybe even chatting with some of the attendees. So, we'll see how that goes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, we're still sorting out the details for this class and all the other classes. Because if you've ever been in my classes, you know that being the human in the room is actually pretty important. So you got to demo things, you got to build things, you got to show things. And so for me in particular, this is a really big change. So we're trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing. But I think this is going to be a workable format for us to use. Again, if you have questions, send me an email. Otherwise, I'll see you in cyberspace. Catch you guys later.